Hello and welcome to Cup of Culture. My name is Sarina and today we're going to be talking about an integral part of the British drinking culture, the love of tea. No matter how you're feeling, happy, depressed, in love, devastated, tired or joyful, it will always be time for a good cup of tea. So put the kettle on. In fact, the average Brit drinks 876 cups of tea every single year. But how did Britain become a nation full of tea drinkers? Tea was first brought to Britain in the mid-17th century by the East India Company. It was the tea addict Catherine of Braganza, a Portuguese princess and wife of Charles II, who brought this ritual of drinking tea first to the English royal court and then turned it to a fashionable drink amongst the wealthy classes. This new trend was then followed by the middle class. The question is now how to make a great cuppa. So the traditional way to brew your tea is with loose tea leaves, which you'll most likely find in tea rooms. To prevent the tea leaves to end up in your cup, you'll need something like a tea strainer inside your pot or an additional one like this. But maybe, due to convenience, most of the people these days opt for the easiest version to brew their tea, and that is with tea bags. The tea bag was invented in 1908 and since then revolutionized the making of teas. For 1 cup of tea of around 200 milliliters, you should use 1 teaspoon, which is around 2 grams, and then put it directly into your pot. So you should always use freshly boiled water and never use any of the leftover water in the kettle because for a perfect brew, you'll need a good amount of oxygen. The boiling water should then be poured directly over your tea bag or your loose tea leaves. Your tea should steep for around 3 to 5 minutes according to your preferred taste. And you should always remember the longer it will stay inside your pot, the stronger the taste will be. Once the tea is brewed for the perfect amount of time of your taste, you can then pour the tea through your tea strainer into your cup. So there are 2 essential questions which will now follow, and those are, do you like your tea with sugar and do you like your tea with milk? In fact, most of the Brits actually do drink their tea with a splash of milk. And there's actually an ongoing debate whether to pour in your milk or tea in first. But if you do not want to interfere with the brewing process, then you should pour in the milk in after you added the tea. And if you put in any sugar cubes, make sure that you go in a 6 and 12 motion rather than going round and round to help the sugar cube dissolve. And if you're using a tea bag, make sure to get rid of the tea bag before pouring in the milk. And another essential question is, which kind of teas will you most likely find in every supermarket, in every home and in every tea room? Well, black teas are the most popular kind of teas in the UK, and the English breakfast tea is usually the best seller. Once people found out that Queen Victoria was a huge fan of this blend, more and more people started to drink it. It's got a rich, smooth and robust taste at the same time, and the intensity of all those flavours together is just simply amazing. And I wish you could smell it, it's just incredible. Another very common tea is the Earl Grey. It's a beautiful blend, renowned for its wonderful bergamot aroma. This tea literally got its name from the Prime Minister Earl Grey in the 1830s. And also, as a side note, green and herbal teas also grew in popularity in the recent years. And if you were ever wondering which material you should use when drinking your cup of tea, you can use porcelain, you can use ceramic, and you can use fine-bone china. You should just make sure that the taste is not affected. And now coming to a very tasteful part of the tea ritual, and that is the dunking of the biscuit. The best dunking biscuits are rich tea biscuits or even digestive biscuits, and if you ask me, the chocolate ones are even better.